Hello, here I am again. It's now after 6 o'clock in the evening, and I've just had another shock. I took my blood sugar reading, and it was 3.6. Now, that's pretty low even if you're not diabetic, and even if you're not on steroids. But whoever was on the phone of 111, it was absolute panic stations, because he said, "Have you got anything sugary to eat?" "Yeah." I said, "I got chocolates and I've got Maltesers." So I ate that, because I didn't think 3.6 was normally low. Only I thought it's low for me because I'm on steroids. Because I explained on other videos that steroids make it high, which is where these idiot doctors made the mistake in the first place. Not realizing I was on steroids, they took a blood sugar level reading and it said high. Well, I don't know if any of you are smart enough, but when you're on steroids, you get at least double, sometimes higher than the normal reading. So you have to be aware of this. Now, I'm still on steroids. The paramedic this morning that came out I spoke about, he got a reading of 7.3. Well, I haven't had much to eat because I couldn't cook a meal today. I had a cup of soup, and I wasn't feeling too good, so I decided to take a blood sugar reading. And I got a reading of 3.6. And I was a bit worried about this, so I rang 111 just to ask them. I thought they'd just say, "Oh, it's all right, don't worry about it." But no, I was on the phone for an hour. And eventually he said something about test your blood sugar 4 times a day and keep sugary goods handy so you can eat them if you feel weak. You see, this is what happens when doctors treat you for something you ain't got. I never ever thought that I was diabetic, because the first time they treated me, they gave me metformin. I went into hypoglycemic shock. I nearly passed out, and I ate a Mars bar, and I recovered. So it must have been the reason. Anyway, after that, they tried me on glycoside or glycoside, and I didn't have any reaction to that. Metformin, I had a terrible reaction to it, because if you do anything to my body that it don't like, it'll reject it. Anyway, so that's the first thing. Not content with destroying my hearing, they also tried to kill me by giving me hypoglycemia. This is going to be fun, isn't it, when it all comes out? If any of you saw the previous video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Whenever I've had my blood sugar taken by independent paramedics, it's been normal. I had a doctor come out here that was an independent doctor. I don't know what he came for. Somebody must have contacted him for an independent. Could be my company that's going to handle the case, called Patient Claim Line. And anyway, he checked me and he said my blood sugar was normal. And they also said my blood pressure was normal. Oh, according to the doctors, I'm suffering from hypothermia. There are 2 tablets I'm supposed to take in the morning. One for diabetes and one for hypertension. And what they're trying to say now is, oh, the reason it's worked is because the medication has cured me, which is a load of rubbish. I haven't taken the damn pills for the last 3 or 4 months, because I'm not that daft. I didn't tell them. You see, they thought they'd get away with it. but they're only making things worse. If only they'd have come to me and said, sorry, we got it wrong, you're not diabetic, I would have took it. Oh no, my telephone's going. I'm going to have to stop.